How to make your offer stand out. Whether you are a first-time buyer or purchasing your next home, you want your offer to stand out from the rest. Home prices have softened and interest rates have leveled off after a sharp uptick in 2022. Unfortunately, the housing supply is still very limited, especially because homeowners have refinanced their home at very lower rates. Although home inventory levels have remained tight and prices are still high, prices are not accelerating as much and may dip, but this will be dependent on the mortgage rates. So, how do you purchase your dream home and get your offer accepted? Now more than ever, you're going to need to work hard to find the house you can afford. And understand it is still a seller's market. Therefore, it's extremely important to get everything in order to purchase a home and prepare to have the best strategies to getting your offer accepted. At the end of this video, I will also offer a few bonus tips for making a winning offer. So let's take a look. Hello, my name is Herbert McGurk. I'm a real estate agent for Social Impact in Beverly Hills, California. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, share, or like. Last year, home prices exploded due to the lowest interest rates in history, and many potential buyers were beaten out of purchasing a home by all-cash offers. At the end of the day, many people realized they overpaid for the house in this highly competitive environment. What's important is determine what you can afford and still get your dream home. If you are purchasing a home with cash or a loan, know exactly how much you can manage to pay for a house and not go beyond your means. When you make an offer, the seller will always look at the price you offer. Price is not the only thing, but it is important that you make an offer with the seller in mind. Sometimes the listing agent will price the property low to attract several offers, which will generate competition. If the property is priced too high, then the property may sit on the market for a long time. It's important you find out why the property is on the market and what price the seller is willing to consider. Make sure your agent communicates with the listing agent. Also find out if there are any other offers on the table. In this market, you want to have as much as an advantage as possible. Depending on the seller's plans, you may want to have a shorter escrow period. Typically, the escrow period is 30 days, and in some cases, it may be longer. Your agent should find out from the listing agent what is the preferred length the seller wants. Make sure you can be flexible enough to make an attractive offer as well. If you are offering all cash, then you have eliminated one element of your offer that is in your favor. Although this may stand out from the other offers, you still need to know what the seller wants. If they want a quick sale, you will have an edge and may be able to offer a lower price or have an advantage over someone else getting a loan. The sale of a home is very emotional, and not only for you, but also the seller. That is why it's important to find out what the seller is looking for. In 2022, 22% of the buyers paid all cash, but this may go down in a less competitive housing condition. If you're getting a loan, then you will have a loan contingency. Typically, this is the amount of time you will need to secure your loan with your lender. This contingency can take anywhere from 17 to 21 days. If needed, find out if this can be shortened by talking to your lender. There are typically 3 types of loans: the FHA, conventional, and jumbo. FHA loans are backed by the Federal Housing Administration, allow lower credit scores, less paperwork, and a lower down payment, but they require a costly mortgage insurance premium. Conventional loans are not insured or guaranteed by the government, usually require 20% down, and you can avoid mortgage insurance. In Los Angeles County, 2023, when a loan exceeds $1,089,300, then you're required to get a jumbo mortgage. A jumbo mortgage will generally have higher interest rates, stricter underwriting rules, and require a larger down payment. There are 3 types of lender approvals you may use. There is the pre-qualification, which is typically a review of your financial information you provided to the lender, and they believe you are qualified for a loan. This does not carry much weight in the eyes of the seller. Then there is the pre-approval letter, which is more comprehensive and a conditional commitment to a loan. Lastly, there is the underwritten approval, which verifies your income, assets, debt, and a conditional approval for the exact dollar amount you qualify. The pre-approval and underwritten approval are the strongest evidence of your ability to purchase a property. Therefore, these are the ones you should use. If it will help, have your lender talk to the listing agent to ensure them your loan will be approved. Whether you are offering all cash or a loan, make sure you know the seller's motivation and price. Then put your best foot forward. When making an offer, you should keep 3 main contingencies in mind. I just mentioned the loan contingency, which is typically 17 to 21 days. Whether you are getting a loan or not, it's recommended you get an appraisal. The appraisal contingency is required by the lender and usually takes 7 to 10 days. If the appraisal does not come in the value of the property, you have 2 choices. You can pay the difference of the appraised property and the amount you have offered, or renegotiate the price. This will depend on your ability to pay the additional amount of the property or your agent's ability to negotiate a lower price. Make sure it fits within the overall strategy of your offer. The 3rd contingency is the inspection contingencies. This involves several different elements of the property. There is the physical inspection, which requires inspecting the interior and exterior of the property. This includes the overall condition of the roof, plumbing, electrical, foundation, windows, flooring, and anything that the inspector can see. This usually takes about 7 days. Seller disclosures and local disclosures as well. This also takes about 7 days, depending on the timeliness of the documents delivered. Now you have a basic understanding of the timeline of your offer and how to successfully remove all the contingencies. If at any time during your contingency period you are unable to remove a contingency, then you are able to cancel escrow minus any escrow fees. Make sure your agent is constantly on top of all the time periods. Okay, so here are some bonus tips on securing an accepted offer as promised. Whether you are the only offer or if there are multiple offers, before you submit your offer, make sure you write a personal letter about yourself. This may be your only opportunity to connect with the seller directly. Therefore, you want to write your own personal story, why you want this house. This will carry more weight with the seller and should always be accompanied with your offer. In some cases, the seller may want a little more time to move everything out of their house. Therefore, you may want to consider offering free leaseback. This is not uncommon, and the seller may appreciate the opportunity to take a little more time. Maybe offer a week or 2 for free, and be sure that you have the seller fill out a leaseback contract. Ask your agent if this will sweeten the deal. You can offer an escalation clause in your offer. This means you're willing to offer more money above your offer price should the seller receive a higher offer. You can offer $1,000 increases up to a limited amount. You may want to request, of course, proof of a higher offer. You should also not ask for additional expenses from the seller. Typically, the seller will pay for a home warranty. you can remove this request and save the seller money. Depending on the amount of termite work that might be needed, you can also remove this request. You can buy the house as is with the right to inspections and right to terminate. This could take a lot of stress off the seller and may be more motivated to choose you. Most important, submit your offer as soon as possible. Try to be the first offer. This will make a big impression on the seller. In most cases, the first offer is the best offer. Work with your real estate to make this happen. I hope this video has been informative. Please submit any questions or comments you may have. My name is Herbert McGurk, a real estate agent for Social Impact. I give 10% of my commission to a charity of your choice in your name for every transaction we have. Thank you for watching this video, and please share, comment, or like. And I'll see you on my next video.